Hi everybody out there in Scotch land, all you Scotch lovers, and welcome to a special edition Scotch Club, Scotch for Dummies, Scotch review. How many times can I say Scotch? Obviously it's Halloween. We had to get together and do a quick review and costume to share the festivities with you. We've got a party to go to, so we're going to make this a little bit short, sweet, but it's good. We're going to do a Glenfiddich 14 tonight. And this is an interesting bottle because it's a rum cask, basically. No, bourbon. Why did I say rum?
New American.
We like rum, that's why.
We do, yeah. Bourbon, which is really not my forte, so I'm interested to see what this is going to turn out to be for me. Glenfiddich is Speyside 14. Anything else anybody wants to say about Glenfiddich? I know I happen to love Glenfiddichs.
I've tried this one already, and I found it interesting because I think they're trying to bridge a gap between Scotch drinkers and bourbon drinkers. There's a lot of people who enjoy bourbon.
Especially here in the States.
Yeah, we live close to bourbon country, so we know a lot of bourbon drinkers. Sometimes they're a little intimidated by Scotch. They think it might be a little rough or a little, just not what they're into. So I think this particular Scotch is trying to get them to try a little bit of Scotch and see if they can learn to appreciate a little bit different flavor profile that Scotch has.
It is bright.
Now this is aged in used bourbon casks as well as new American oak.
Right.
So it's going to have a lot sweeter profile, I guess. Vanillas and caramels and toffees and things like that.
Yeah, so it's been 14 years in the standard bourbon barrel, used bourbon barrel, and then it goes another it's just finished in some new American oak. So yeah, you do taste that oaky
spice
sweetness. I don't know, I like it.
It's an interesting blend of if you drink bourbon at all, which I also drink bourbon. Bourbon to me is a lot sweeter liquor. I don't want to call it candy.
No, this is not that though. This is not super sweet.
So the interesting thing for me,
Scotch.
I'm really not a bourbon fan. I'll drink some bourbon, I enjoy some of it, but what you said earlier about them trying to bridge the gap into the bourbon markets, get some of those bourbon drinkers over to the Scotch side, to me, this is serving the opposite purpose. This is introducing me into the bourbon market. I like this, but you pour me, a stout bourbon, and it's maybe one and I'm done because it's just too sweet. I like this because it's not all the way sweet.
I've got some bourbons back there that you can only drink one.
We've tried to kill that bottle together.
Yeah.
It's still there.
Unsuccessfully.
Unsuccessfully, right? Yeah. So let's go around the horn. Start with our cheerleader tonight.
Woo! That's very good. A little oaky. It's sweet. A little spice. A hint of cinnamon to me. It's good.
Okay, you smell
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I'm gonna go 2.5.
All right, I am the Scotch for Dummies tonight. Got 4 dummies on there, all set up. I'll go 2, probably 2 for me. I'll go 2.5 because this is a pretty good. You've got the smoothness, the no alcohol heat of the 14-year Scotch with a little bit of oak kicked in there at the end, which I kind of like. I mean, this is a good mixture for me. 2.5 stars. I don't know what this bottle goes for, so that I tend to put a value on it.
Probably.
Yeah,
Probably a $70 bottle.
60, 70.
So yeah, that 2.5 is probably about right for that price for the flavor here. It does have a little bit of linger. I can taste it and talk, and you can still continue to have the flavor go out. So.
It's Glen. I mean.
Yeah,
it's Glenfiddich. It's the Fiddick.
I enjoy the glass. I think it's smooth, but to me, if I want to have a Scotch, then I'm drinking a Scotch. And if I want a bourbon, I've got plenty of good bourbons back there.
Amen.
So to me, if you want to learn about bourbon or you want to learn about Scotch, go get one of those.
Yep.
But this isn't a bad Scotch. It really isn't. I'm going to give it 2 and call it a day. I mean, I probably wouldn't go out and buy another bottle of that, just because to me it doesn't offer anything unique.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if you are a bourbon drinker and you are thinking about trying some Scotches, this would probably be a good one to try.
It really
just
is.
Because it gets you it's smooth, it's got a nice flavor, it gives you a little bit of both worlds. So
He's no Padawan.
Did
you say 2 fingers?
There are no
All right, so
Scotches
I'm going to
here.
finish it out with the 2 as well. And I was on the fence for 2.5. I'm really not a big, huge fan of bourbon, so I probably was biased coming in a little bit. But I got to tell you, when I put a drop of water on it, it didn't hold. It killed it. I mean, the flavor profile just was gone once I put one drop on it. And yeah, and I didn't like that at all. To me, a solid Scotch is going to maintain. It may change the flavor a little bit, but it's still going to have flavor. And this one didn't seem to hold the flavor with that drop on it. So I got to mark it a little bit for that. I'm with Sean in the fact that I probably won't go out and on my way to buy this one. Oh yeah, if he pours me another glass, I'm going to enjoy it. But
I'm sure we'll have another glass.
Exactly. We're going to do something about it. But I say 2 as well. Trick or treat. That's what you're getting from me.
There you go.
I added water. I'm going back down to 2.
Oh no!
That's true.
Quite honestly, I all of a sudden had this alcohol heat now that I added a few drops of water.
Isn't that just
How
weird?
does that happen?
Right, it's backwards. We're going to
the
surprise. Yeah, this is the chemist. He's going to have to explain
We'll do
that
that
later.
one day. We'll talk about that one.
What
So
we got? I said 2.5. I'm gonna go with 2 now. So 2, 2.
2 around the horn.
it's a 2. 2
Two
trick or treat.
2
Smell my
fingers.
feet. Give me something good to drink.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Oh, like us on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Go to the website, scotchfordummies.com. Right?
Scotchfordummies.com.
Twitter.
Twitter account.
Scotch for Dummies, everything.
Get involved in the conversation. Let us know what you're thinking and what you're drinking, because
If
we
you've tasted this,
we
let us
want to
know.
know.
We'd love to hear your
We're having a
opinion.
good time with it, so have a good time with us.
Salute.
Cheers.
Cheers.